Hey everyone, welcome back to Tina's Test Kitchen. I am in the kitchen. It is Saturday and I'm in the mood to bake. So we are going to make some lemon blueberry and lemon raspberry cake drops. So this, you guys, I found this recipe on Pinterest. Of course, I do need to modify it. So let's go over those list of ingredients. We're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar. I'm choosing to use Splenda. We're going to need a half a teaspoon of our salt as well as baking soda. We have our lime here. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of the zest as well as the juice. I also have a 1/4 cup of sour cream, a half a cup of butter, and a half a cup of milk. So for the tools, I did just recently get my new mixer. This, you guys, I'm kind of excited about trying. I also have my lemon zester as well as my cookie scoop. So let's get started. Okay, so we have our dry ingredients in our mixing bowl, and I'm just gonna mix this up just a little bit. So I'm gonna put that on a setting of 3 and let it sit for about a minute or so, and then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so our mix is all in our bowl. I did go ahead and add 1 egg that I forgot to talk about, so we did add 1 egg. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a speed of 4. I'm gonna let it go for about 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm also going to use a cooking spray that is a non-stick cooking spray called Baker's Joy. It is made with a little bit of flour, and that just helps the cupcakes or the whatever it is that you're baking not stick to your mold. So I'm gonna split the rest of the batter into 2. I'm gonna do part of them raspberry and part of them blueberry. Okay, so I've gone ahead and split up the batter. I have half of it in this bowl here, the other half is still in the mixer. Now I'm gonna add my blueberries to this one, a couple of raspberries to this one, and I'm gonna do this one on low, and I'll just mix that one by hand, not a big deal. Okay, so let me go ahead and open my bag. Okay, not gonna go too crazy with the blueberries because I still want that primary flavor to be lemon. Just gonna add a couple, and I'm gonna mix this on a very low setting. So that the blueberries don't get crushed. All right, so that's good for that one. And these are gonna be our raspberries we're gonna use for this one. And then here is our baking dish that we have. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these washed up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our blueberry ones all done. I've got the lemon one, the other batter right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my raspberries. Again, not gonna go too crazy because I do want that primary flavor to be lemon. So I'm just gonna add, I don't know, like maybe half the package. Okay, we'll add a few more. Okay, we're all set with this part. Now I'm gonna go ahead and scoop them into our little dish here. Okay, so we have the lemon raspberry ones all mixed up and the lemon blueberry ones are all mixed up. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop them into my little silicone dish here. You guys, these are gonna bake in the oven at 325 for about 12 to 15 minutes. We'll check them with a toothpick in between just to see how it's cooking and to make sure that they are completely done. After that, we're gonna let them cool for about 20 to 30 minutes and then get them frosted. Okay, so I have the lemon raspberry ones in the oven. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with the blueberry ones. And we're gonna get, I know they turn purple. It's just because of the blueberries. Some of them popped, and I'm hoping it's still going to have a very lemon flavor. At least that's my goal. Okay, and then when I'm done with these, I'll get the other ones out of the oven and then we'll let them cool. Okay guys, here we are. So here is the finished product of what they look like. Yes, you are going to notice that these look completely different than the first batch that I did. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I did end up redoing them, so this is my second batch. These, you guys, look fabulous. The first ones, I'm not exactly sure what happened. The only difference was the sugar substitute that I used. So I can tell you that the frosting was a little bit grainy. So yes, I also redid the frosting. Look, a piping bag. So with this, you guys, I just ended up taking out the sugar substitute and I just used actual sugar. These look completely different. The previous ones, they were very doughy. It's almost like I couldn't get them to cook. They just weren't done. They were very raw in the center, and that's just not something that's safe to eat. So now all we have left to do is to add our frosting as well as our fruit. So let's get started. Okay, I'm just gonna start with my piping bag here and my frosting. And then I'm gonna use the fruit to go on the very top. Trying to get them as neat as I can, you guys, and then this is not easy. I'm not very familiar with using a piping bag, so we shall see how it goes. I'm sure they're gonna be beautiful when they're done. At least that's the goal. Okay, so in the end, this is what they're going to look like. I'm going to use just the raspberry, sticking just a piece of the raspberry on the very top. And that's pretty much what it's going to look like. So I am going to get the rest of these done. I'll also do the blueberry ones, and then my favorite part, it's time to taste them. Okay, everyone, they are all finished, and this is what they look like. These, you guys, came out way better the second time. Again, I'm sure that these are going to be absolutely delicious. Let's give them a try. Just going to take a small bite of each one, so that way I can get an idea of how well they came out. So you guys, I couldn't have done this on the other ones. I couldn't even get them out of the little silicone molds, to be honest with you. So these look really, really good. So now with this, I'm expecting a really strong, or at least dominant, lemon flavor with the raspberry. Came out perfect. You can definitely taste the lemon, which is what I wanted. You guys, this is amazing. Let's give the blueberry one a try. And there's blueberries on the inside too. Again, just gonna take a bite of each. You can tell that the cake is nice and moist as well. The lemon blueberry one is definitely my favorite. Okay guys, like I've said before, not every recipe that I try is a hit. This one I was able to salvage because I just ended up redoing the entire recipe using the original ingredients as it called for. Sometimes it is a hit, sometimes it's a miss. The first time with this one was a miss. However, backing it up with this one is definitely a hit. So we are all set for today. Thank you so much again for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Comment your thoughts on my video, guys. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Till next time, bye-bye.